Yeah, as a club, it's going pretty well. I think we're now in the 24 games or so the club's played throughout the grades. We've only lost 2, so that's a pretty good start. The first are going well. We're 6-1 now, which is just about where we want to be and where we should be at the moment. Yeah, the fielding is. Well, the first game was fantastic when we played Moorabbin. We dropped off a bit then, but seems to be getting back into the swing of it now. We've had guys doing a lot more work on it. There was a couple of games where we had a few too many errors, and we worked on that, and I think we ratified the problem. There's a couple of guys that are playing a little bit out of position. Heath Pendlebury's been at first base and hasn't spent much time there. And like any position, you can't just walk into it and expect to play it. You've got to get a feel for it and move around the base and learn the hitters and the situations and all that. And that's what Heath's doing at the moment. He's still learning the position. We also have a couple of guys in the outfield that are moving around different spots. Bridie's catch them for the first time every game, really getting involved in there. So it's just about getting more time, I think, actual game time. Jack's come out of the pen a couple of times. He done real well one game in a crucial situation against Berwick. But then he came on Thursday night and struggled a bit to throw strikes. It's something I think we've got pretty good depth with Brock, our import, Matthew Kemp, Jack, and also myself. So I think we can handle the amount of games and coming out of the pen. Like the key in any situation is just for our pitchers to throw strikes. And so far they've been going pretty good with that. I would say the most important thing is throwing strikes. I think a lot of times velocity is overrated. We can have guys throwing as hard as throwing 90 miles an hour, but if they don't throw a strike, then it's no good. I was a perfect example of that when I was younger. I used to throw real hard, but couldn't throw a strike, so it wouldn't work. But we've got guys that are throwing strikes, and that's what's getting us wins. I think we've got a very good hitting team. I rank us against anyone in our league right now, but we haven't quite switched it on. Today was probably our best display of hitting since the first game. Tristan Pinkster's been fantastic. He's made a couple of adjustments to his swing from when I first got here, and it's really paid off. He's hitting probably touch over 500. Josh Bride's a real standout. I had real concerns about his bat going into the season, but he's worked on it just incredibly hard, and now he's our lead-off hitter. He's working counts, hitting the ball hard. I think we're going to score quite a few runs, and the other young guys in Heath Pendlebury and Jake O'Reilly, I've seen them do things with the bat that I haven't seen many people in this country do. So once they can start putting that BP swing into a game, I think it'll be really dangerous. Yeah, it's just like anything. I think the harder you work at it, the better you get. It's a funny coincidence, but that's just the way it works. And our guys are working real hard on it. If you come down here and see them on Tuesday, they go from station to station, they are working on something. And then Saturday we have the guys come down, it's completely optional. But we still have 5, 6, 7 guys down here wanting to hit on their Saturday afternoon, and it's paying off, and it will pay off more in the end. Yeah, we try and use the situations as we think they see fit. We practice them in training, we practice bunting. We got let down in a couple of situations during the season so far where we need to put bunts down and haven't done it. So that's something we're really working hard on, to be able to execute the bunts. Our running game's been really good. The steals, guys have been really working hard to get good leads and steal bases, and I think we've stolen something like maybe 22 bases in the first 7 games, so that's a pretty good ratio. Yeah, we're now at 6-1, so we've played 7 games. We'll play our next game Sunday next week against Melbourne, who if you were to ask me even still now who were the team that we want to beat the most, I would say them. I know Werriby's going along pretty well, and so is Williamstown. But if I look at the list, I think Melbourne's impresses me the most. So it'll be a good hit out against them next week. We had Moorabbin first, and then we went over and played Mulgrave, who they've always had a good rivalry against us, as I understand. They got a bunch of sort of older veteran guys that were real good players. And they gave us a pretty good game. We were able to get the victory there, 8-4. We took care of Moorabbin pretty easy, 11-0 to start with, and Jack Freeth threw a shutout. Then we had a midweek game against Springvale. It was 9-1. It was another pretty easy win. Then we had Berwick, which was a good close game. It was 6-4. They really came back, and I wasn't expecting much from them, but they really showed that they can play. Guys, weren't throwing hard at all, but they were throwing strikes, and that's the key to the game. You don't give free passes. You've got a chance to win games. No extra outs and no free passes, and you can win this game. And that was a perfect example of it. We played Werribee, and we faced a 90-mile-an-hour wind blowing straight in our face, and that just doesn't suit our style. With some big guys that can really hit the ball. But again, Werribee completely outplayed us in every facet of the game that day. It just wasn't our day. I think we'll learn from that, and it's good to sort of get a loss out of the way. I think a couple of guys are already starting to think about an undefeated season and all that. That's not something we want to worry about. So we got done there 4-0. And then we had a midweek game this week against Williamstown. They were also undefeated. we beat them pretty good, 8-3. Matt Kemp threw very well. Josh Bride smashed the ball, and then today we took care of St Kilda 13-3 in with the mercy rule coming into place. They look like a stronger team than Werribee as far as hitting went. I'm not sure that their pitching's as good as Werribee's.
Yeah.
And it comes down to pitching and defence that wins games, and I think Werribee's got that over Williamstown. But Williamstown had a couple more mature guys, strong body, looked like it hit the ball pretty well. And they were playing today, so I'll be interested to find out who actually won that game. Yeah, but there's not much between, I think, 3, 4, maybe even 5 teams in the league at the moment. No, it's been fantastic since I've got here. The club's really going along well. The committee's working hard in the 120th year to put on a big show in February, and everything's going really well at the moment, and we're all striving to get to that next stage and be a Division 1 perennial powerhouse.